Hi.
Hello. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Sleepy a little, but good.
It is good to see you. It's been a lovely week. How are you feeling?
A little bit tired.
A little bit
Like a
tired. Tell
little
me
bit bummed.
what's going on. How's your week?
Well, the week went by like very fast. Too fast for me. I wish it would slow down. Cause it's also like my friend had a birthday, and I was thinking how fast this time is just like flying, and I can't get anything done. And yeah.
Well, look, when you criticize yourself about the things that you were not able to get done, let's try to focus instead on what you were able to achieve. So you said there was a friend's birthday, so I guess you attended the friend's birthday party.
Um, Well, it was his birthday. He's kind of far away from me, so I didn't go see him. We were just on the phone. We were like on the speakerphone. Me and my friend that I had here, my kid, and him and his brother and stuff. And he just turned 45. He seems like when I do talk to him, he seems more alright than me. I don't know. But who am I to judge anyway? I don't know. It's just the idea that, like, time just flies by, like, how am I, like, he's 45, I'm 42, my kid's 10, and my week just goes like draining, like, where did it go, and I don't know, like, I've been waking up, I'm a little bit tired, and like it takes me time to kind of adjust to it, and then the whole day I'm lagging too, you know.
What do you think is the factor that helped you to realize how fast time flies? Like, is there anything that you notice? Is the fact that Patrick grows so fast, or maybe he got taller, or maybe you see him being like preteen and changing his mood, that he's no longer a child? This is kind of a wake-up call to you. What is there exactly?
Well, yeah, it's my kid's getting big, but it's mostly like I was just thinking about like how much of a hard time I have keeping focus. Like if I plan my day, like I just couldn't plan my day, like I couldn't like plan most days effectively. Like I'll have a day or two, but it's all the time I'm at odds with my surroundings. Basically, I don't know how else to put it to where I'm not going to sound like I'm crazy, but I'm always like at odds with something. It could be people, it could be my apartment, but I'm always like battling something, and it's not like it's not major enough by itself, so I feel like a little animal, like I'm just trying to survive. Like all my little battles are like so minor, you know. So it makes me feel stupid too, because
Why stupid?
it's not because it's not like I'm so drained, but I really don't feel heroic about it, Like I'm just drained.
Is this drained something that has happened every week, every day? Is this a permanent? Is this a constanta kind of thing?
I would not let it be permanent. I'm not gonna let it be permanent. I'm not. But it's just like I know there's people in my life that they're waiting for me to trip up and fall on my face. So then all my tedious hard work will be like for nothing, because they're just sitting there like waiting for me. Like I don't know. This is people I don't like in my life too. So
the question is, why would you want to keep people in your life that are waiting for you to trip?
because they're just there, because this is a very hostile place, because it's become very aggressive, like financially, and people are just snarky left and right and indecent in ways that I don't have time for, So it's not like I keep them close to me, but they're just annoying people everywhere, you know?
Is this a feedback that you ever received? Did someone ever mention it like straightforwardly, or maybe gave you the idea that this is what they think of you and that they now believe in you?
What do you mean? What they think of me? How?
When you say that they're waiting for you to trip, do you think that they don't believe that you're working hard, or is there like a mean?
Well, some people don't believe I'm working hard, but I don't believe that my work is working. Like, I'm working hard, but I'm always just maintaining, you know, and draining myself. You know, it's not about appeasing others all the time, you know. Sometimes it's about their dysfunction too. Like, if they don't know how to get things done, then why should I feel like it's my fault? But yet I'll end up feeling bad because it affects me. Like, say I call like maintenance or something to fix something and they don't come. That wouldn't be like me, that would be their responsibility. But I would be sitting here with something broken, you know? So that's how I feel like a lot of the time. Like, a lot of people that do work and supposedly there are heroes or something, they don't feel heroic, like, to me, like these people that, you know, we represent as like, you know, like, oh, I work all day and what of it? Because they're like self-driven. Their motivations, a lot of people don't like, a lot of kids don't realize this, but when you're older you do realize this, that people have different motivations, and it's just you know, people are going to be nice to each other and polite because it's less dysfunctional that way for the time being, you know. We don't need to go blow up like every little emotion, but a lot of people really just don't want to help you and they'll pretend to, you know, with your groceries, with whatever else, you know. And it's not because you're not being nice, it's just the way it is. I'm sorry.
Let's try something different. There is a theory about cognitive restructuring. When we're taking our ability to think of certain things that we're familiar with and taking it, looking at it in a different angle, seeing it from a different perspective. Because if you're saying that environment is hostile, and it's not, most of the time, sometimes.
Well, I live in Crown Heights. I don't know, man. I don't know. You live in South Bronx, so maybe you're used to it. But, like, I'm used to chiller people. Like, I don't know why, but I always thought, like, these people aren't chill. They run around, like, a lot themselves, then act crazy, you know? So
the approach is to change how you see yourself, because amongst the people that you live in, it is, in fact, maybe pointless or useless to expect them to change, but you will still live your life. You will do your, I don't know, necessary calls. You will follow up with whatever appointments. You will hold on to your responsibility. So instead of looking at what is not working, let's try to focus on what is working for you. And in the 10 people that you say having conversations day to day, is there at least one person who's nice?
Yeah, totally. But even them, I feel like the friends that I do have, there's it's like we can't talk to each other because clearly, like, society has it in for people like us that are basically like kind and decent, because there's always some, like, you know, greater good to chase for petty people to pocket $1 is how I look at it, you know. And I don't know if that's too deep and too much, because I really don't know how to go into details about my emotions, you know. I could maybe, you know, just shut up about them.
No, we can try. It's actually the space to explore how to talk about emotions. And I don't live in South Bronx. I work in South Bronx, but I live in Queens.
Okay.
So, yeah. I've been living in different areas of Queens throughout the last 10 years, I would say. It's been different areas. Yeah. When you're describing the environment, how is it in the house though? With the roommate that you have and
I don't have a roommate.
not a roommate. Oh.
No, he left. He still comes over here sometimes, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so now you're living by yourself with Patrick, and does it feel more safe
come
now?
over. It wasn't unsafe before. I don't feel like it was unsafe before.
Not unsafe, just the fact that it's your family, the two of you. I don't know if you have any pets, but just the fact that you can be comfortable in your own environment and there is nothing from the outside that can, invade. Does it give you any sense of stability?
I don't know, because I feel like different about that,
Different in what way?
Like, what do you mean there's nothing from the outside that can invade?
How do we in general feel about our homes from the safety of our home? For example, I will explain it my feelings. I like when people call before they come visit. I like to understand how the pickup of trash and recycling happening. I like to understand the operation hours of nearest deli store, groceries to know what's going on, and being responsible for myself. I don't really like when if someone would ask, hey, can I come over and stay, and not be precise with their timing, because my job is all about timing. And you cannot tell me yesterday at 10 p.m. that today at 11 a.m. you would want to show up, fix the outlets or electricity and stuff. I like when everything is more or less, understandable for me, to make my life easier and to move on with my routines.
Well, this is how, most people feel, and I feel that's normal, and I feel like, it has maybe it has a greater effect on people that had their day planned out and had other people depending on them. But I in the least have my kid depending on my day, so I don't like it either when I have surprises there's no hot water today or something else, because those sorts of things happen. And I don't have friends like that. My friends will call. They will call on the phone and they will talk to me about it beforehand. And I don't have friends like that. They're all grown-ups, so they wouldn't be the ones bringing the insecurity element. It's almost like everybody else went crazy. I don't know if it's the elections or what, but just everywhere else, it's not just me. It's very much so not just me, and I understand that too. Everybody's having their own anxieties, and I feel like these neighborhoods, they're high anxiety neighborhoods. Not for me, but these people that I run into, they seem crazier than me sometimes.
I would say that the level of craziness overall, we need to have a deeper conversation. It's more philosophical conversation. Because let's talk about the area of what is available in the neighborhood. What's the level of education of people in the neighborhood? How did they grow up in this neighborhood? It's very different. And it matters. What was allowed in the neighborhood? What is the police brutality level? Education is, I think, the most important part. What kind of schools were around, and what's the percentage of people that actually got an education? Because not all of us got families, being there for us, and sometimes it's a single mother household and mom's work. Sometimes it's single dad household and dad work.
That's how I see it. Some people here work, some people here don't work, just like me, and they're 10 times as rude, if not more rude, in a casual encounter. Or at least they have they have the mindset to be rude, and that's my opinion. I don't know, and why I don't know, because I didn't do anything. You know, I didn't do anything to them.
How long have you been living in this neighborhood?
Oh my, since 2016. So, oof, that's
And before
And before what?
before that, what was the neighborhood that you lived before?
I lived in South Bronx also. I was
South
homeless
Bronx.
before.
Okay. And
So
if we
almost
could
8 years here, and then before that I lived there. I could tell you, I think people have gotten progressively like crazy, and it's not just me. It's not me, and it's not the neighborhood. I think maybe it's the economy too, you know. But I'm saying this to pacify my emotions, my reciprocative emotions. I'm not saying this to excuse them, because some of them may have it worse than me, but most of them don't. You know.
if you were ever involved in any like community work, community meetings, or talking to the elderly folks that have been there for longer than you, did they share any outlook on the situation?
I don't know. I don't think I'd have an easy time, like just getting to know people and sharing people. I don't really know many people from this neighborhood. So
Is it difficult to get in touch with them, maintain or build up friendships?
I just never found the personal interest to get to know them. I don't feel like, what is this going to be mandated that I make a local friend or something, because then it wouldn't be sincere, you know. I just didn't feel the need on my part, and I don't feel like that's a crime, because they have been unfriendly to me, my neighbors mostly, and if I found someone interesting, you know, I'd strike up a relationship, but that's not so. You know, maybe I've just been busy, you know, too busy, because I don't really think about like love and friendship all day. I think about survival, like what's for dinner, and you know, what school grade my kid's gonna get, you know, things like that.
And if we're talking about the friends that you've
Or that's
already-
what I've been thinking about. Now I'm thinking about this. I'm sorry.
How did you
now
meet
I'm
them?
broadening. Now I feel rich. Like now I'm feeling rich talking about friendships and, you know, things like that. But mostly I try to like, you know, get enough rest and get enough food and all that.
When did you meet with them?
With who?
With your friends that you have? Because
I've known them for years, and them too. Not every relationship is as fulfilling as you know, TV dramas. Like we just kind of fell into it because we're all Russians and we were all hanging out together. You know, like from school basically since I was 18.
so you've been through thick and thin, basically everything.
I've been like mostly you know, like self-sufficient, so I don't know how I'm gonna say that they've been totally super there for me, but they've been around, you know. It's more like that. Like I wouldn't call these like the super tight friendships, but you know. And then I have like a couple of friends that I met like online or something, and another guy that knows my ex-boyfriend from way back when. So yeah.
You mention often that there are guy friends. Was it always in your character, like growing up, to be more friends with guys than girls?
No, but my girlfriends, you know what happened? They had kids too, and then they're too far to communicate with. Drifted apart, basically, yeah.
That happens. Friendships are, nowadays we're talking about that friendships are like any other relationships. Then we have stages of closeness and then the phase of aloofness and people drifting basically apart from each other, and it's important to maintain some sort of a contact. Even those like once a year people sometimes text just for their birthdays or holiday, like big one. Because it is difficult nowadays, probably than ever, to maintain contact.
It is in like the friends, because I use this term so loosely. I don't mean that these are like the people that make me feel good, because those people, the people that make me feel good when I do communicate with them, or just the idea that I know they're alive and they know I'm alive. Like I feel like sometimes, we're going through something epic together when I'm surviving or I'm struggling. But then I'm like in my mind, wait a minute, that's just me and they're just my friends. So, whenever, like if I have financial struggles or struggles like personal, like real health problems or personal problems, I feel like we're in some epic like battle against the Goliath or something. But then I'm like, wait a minute, get real, Ilona. You're the only one that didn't really sleep, or you're the only one that's having a hard time paying your bills or something like that, So that's how I feel about them.
What are your motivations in life, Ilona, I wonder?
I can't even think that deeply right now. That makes me stressed out to think about it right now.
Just some reflection. That's okay if it's not the best time to reflect on it, because, it's important sometimes to see the picture, whether you prefer to look at the big picture or the small one, as you mentioned that you maybe want to attend Halloween parade and that's your big goal of the month, or maybe making sure that your sleeping schedule is back to normal. You will be okay with the seasonal changes. Sometimes it's good just to tell to yourself what kind of plan would function today.
I've been trying to function. I've been trying to convince myself that some of the things I want are possible even in the situation that I'm in, so.
I think it's true. I think a lot of things are possible. It depends on what you want. And to dream, allow yourself to dream. It takes courage.
Can I make a joke? And then I could be like this totally shiny beacon of hope.
Come on, sure.
Yes. Because I'm sorry, I just had to insert that sarcasm because I feel a little bit pissy. I'm a little bit cranky because I really didn't sleep enough. And then people could, like, if I'm a shiny beacon of hope, they'll see that I'm undeniable and incorrigible, and then I'll win at everything. But sometimes I just feel like chilling out and like, being a loser because...
aren't we all sometimes just feeling not our best selves?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna go down this week, but...
Well, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for maybe today. Actually, this fall so far is spoiling us and treating us so well. The weather is fantastic outside, and I hope that you will have time just to leave your house and maybe take a little bit of a walk and just breathe this air. I don't know, think of what you're grateful for. Just to be alive, just to be healthy, even though your sleeping schedule is messed up. Those things are big. We haven't been talking about any challenges in, nutrition or hair loss. You weren't mentioning it, so hopefully it's time.
Oh my, I wanted to show this to you, and not to be pretentious, but I was having mostly a good time with my stomach, and then I bought this. I don't know if you could see it. Do you see it says Calm?
The Bigelow Calm Stomach. Okay, ginger and peach herbal tea. Got it.
And I thought, I've had a hard time with this brand before, but I thought this one says Calm Stomach. They wouldn't put things that are irritating in it. And I drank this, and I had really loose stool. So I am like very, very mad about this sort of thing. It makes me so mad because, like, I read English. It says Calm Stomach, ginger and peach herbal tea. Why? Like, why me? I'm just sitting here like, why me? And I'm just gonna save this, and I'm just gonna save this baggie and see what, maybe I'll give it to somebody else to try, see if it's just me. But it was so irritating.
Could it be, what about the tolerance to ginger? Because ginger by itself is pretty strong.
I eat ginger all the time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And I've had other ginger tea that wouldn't do that to me. And peach, I have no problem with peach. I have no problem with fiber by itself. you know?
But all of this in the tea didn't really work out, okay?
Yeah, so I don't know, you know, it's too weird for me to rationalize. I'm just gonna not drink it, you know.
It's better not to. Do you have any other options to substitute or any other kinds of tea?
My substitute options always make me sad because I want this opulence to be mine. I want to go to the store and just pick out things by brand and flavor, but I'm always thinking things like, oh man, what if my stomach gets upset, you know? So
sorry for that experience. I know it only adds a little bit to stress.
yeah, and like it's upsetting because like I used to drink tea. Like I don't know. I feel like we had this conversation before because you're Russian, and tea is like one of the things I drink when I'm stressed out, or I'm trying to go to sleep, or even when I'm waking up in the morning. And this is like, I just can't seem to find the tea that won't upset my stomach. If I found them in the past, but then I'm done with them and I don't have any more, you know? And it's not like a big deal, but you think it's like this cheap thing that makes me happy. It really doesn't cost money. And it's just
simple stuff in life that makes your life better. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Better or so much worse. Like it's the little things that can make it so much worse, and like $1 million isn't gonna help, you know?
Maybe
I would drink this for like $1 million, but otherwise never. I would not drink this.
Maybe I can challenge you today to just get out there and go to the grocery store with a big tea selection and see what will be good for you. Maybe look at Hartley and Sons. Maybe you will find some Euromart where they have teas from like Belarus, Russia, Ukraine, or any other former Soviet republic, or Armenian tea. Whatever it is, maybe discover something. I challenge you today.
So sometimes when I get the feeling, because I end up cleaning the pantry with my lovely tea collection of teas that are undrinkable to me, you know. So sometimes when I get the feeling, yeah, I'm gonna try to do something pleasant for myself and not unpleasant, you know, or for my family.
Okay, all right then. Well, I hope today will be good. And as we're gonna finish up today, what do you think you can wish to yourself for this week to make it a statement, a positive statement?
Not to drink any garbage tea. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this one, but I'm gonna feel rested, so I feel more focused. I'm trying to feel more focused. I don't know if you believe me that I'm trying, because I'm actually trying too. But I sometimes I feel like it's not possible. So, but I'm not going to give up trying.
I think we got to raise awareness of the inner criticism, to switch from criticism to self to more like self-supportive talk. So you would say, I believe in you, Anna, and you believe in me, and we all believe in me, and everything's going to work out. That's my goal. I would love for that to happen. Okay?
I'm just going to on standby and
you know. Okay then, Lona, have a great weekend. We'll talk next week.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Take care.